Hi everyone, happy Thursday. So, if you've been following my topic for this week, it's self acceptance. And originally, that came from meeting a woman who'd been married for over 50 years. And her advice to me was that accepting that aging is a natural part of life and not fighting it is a key to a successful marriage. And I was like, what? I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Because, like, as we age, we might start being, like, more critical of ourselves, of how we look, maybe even, physical changes that frustrate us or whatever, and how that might show up in our relationships, which is kind of what I've been talking about this week. And, like, self-judgment, lack of acceptance, and how that could lead us to be maybe not the best version of ourselves with our partner. But this actually made me think today of something else. So when we think about self-acceptance, beyond just like physical things, right, is big picture, not just accepting that where we are in whatever journey it is right where we're supposed to be. So in terms of, let's say, aging, right? Instead of looking at wrinkles or thinning hair or whatever those outward signs of aging might be for you, is just looking at them as that's exactly where you're supposed to be. Because instead of it being something that, like, fighting what it is, right? Fighting reality, which we can't fight reality, right? Reality is reality. Just thinking of it in terms of a step in whatever, the journey is, and just kind of saying to ourselves, like, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And then taking that even broader, right? Like, not just about aging or physical changes as we age or appearance, but just like everything. Because I think not accepting where we are in life, so that could be career, yes, it could be, physical changes as we age, it could be some other maybe personal goals that we might have. Not accepting like where we are can really, I think, create a lot of discontent and dissatisfaction, because it's almost like we're putting judgment on ourselves for not being in a certain place by a certain time. I mean, there's nothing wrong with setting goals, right? But having that perspective that something is wrong or we haven't done enough can create a lot of internal turmoil and just dissatisfaction with life. And it can be really subtle. I just realized this today, how subtle it can be, and how I think it's just super important for us in our lives, not just, in terms of how it affects our relationships, to just be okay with where we are by looking at it as you're where you're supposed to be. And for some reason, that just is really powerful to me, to think like, this is just where I'm supposed to be right now. I'm not supposed to be anywhere else. I'm not supposed to look any different than I look. I'm not supposed to have accomplished more than I have. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And that just relieves all kinds of pressure, I think. maybe it's, sounds easier said than done, but for me, it just kind of changed the way I was looking at a couple things. So, if this sounds familiar to you, or you're like, wait, what are you talking about? Or how can I possibly adopt that perspective? I'm really struggling to adopt that perspective. Please comment, because I'd love to hear your thoughts, or maybe what's going on with you, because I think this is a really powerful mindset shift that can change really a lot of things for us. So have a great rest of your day, everybody, and stay connected.